Good day everyone. Today our group will be presenting on financial accounting reporting of business, and me, Mira, I will be presenting on the background, business characteristic and classification of business item for Partners 360 Sdn Bhd, which is operating as Oiso Korean Restaurant. Now without further ado, let's go to the first topic. First, for background of business, Partner 360 Sdn Bhd operate food and beverage business under the name Oiso Korean Restaurant. The restaurant is located at Alamanda Shopping Center in Putrajaya. Oiso Korean Restaurant specializes in Korean cuisine and provide dine-in food service to customers within the shopping mall. The business operates as a private limited company and is involved in daily transactions through food preparation and customer service activities. The owner capital is invested to support business operations such as purchasing ingredient, equipment, and covering operating expenses. The main business activity of the restaurant is generating revenue through the sale of food and beverage to customers. Now let's go to the business characteristic. Oiso Korean Restaurant is categorized as a small to medium-sized food and beverage business. The restaurants operate on a daily basis and handles frequent cash and cashless transactions, including card and e-wallet payment. Due to the nature of the business, it involves high volume sales transactions with relatively low individual transaction values. The business relies on point of sales, which is POS system, to record daily sales transactions. In addition, monthly financial records are maintained to monitor business performance. The restaurant also incurs regular operating expenses such as rental, utilities, staff salaries, and cost of ingredient. Effective record keeping is important to ensure smooth operation and financial control. Next, classification of business item. The business item of Oiso Korean Restaurant are classified according to their nature and role in economic activities of business. Asset refer to the resource owned by the business that provide future economic benefits. As example of asset include cash, kitchen equipment, furniture, and inventory of food, also account receivable. Liabilities represent the obligation of business to the external parties. These include trade payables, which is creditors for the purchase of supplies, accrued expenses, and any short-term liabilities incurred during the operation. So, in example, for Oiso, our supplier is a Boramcha Sdn Bhd, Organic Veggie, and also Farmer Plus. Next, for capital, it represents the owner investment in the business. It reflects residual interest in the asset of the business after deducting liabilities and is used to finance daily operation. Revenue are generated from the main business activity, primarily through the sale of food and beverages to customers at the restaurant. Expenses are costs incurred in the process of generating revenue. Common expenses including the rental, utilities, staff salaries, cost of ingredients, maintenance, and other operating expenses necessary for running the restaurant.
Now, I want to share on how the recording process of this business works. First, I want to explain why it is important to record the business process. The recording process refers to the systematic steps used by a business to identify, record, classify, and also summarize financial transactions so that accurate financial information can be prepared for decision making. This process follows generally accepted accounting principles and ensures that all transactions are properly documented. Now, let's see how it works. First, the process begins by identifying transactions that have a financial impact on the business. These include cash receipts, payments, purchases, sales, expenses, and owner investment. Only transactions that can be measurably in monetary terms are recorded. For example, which is cash received from customers, payment of rent or utilities, and also purchase of office equipment. Second is source documents. Each transaction is supported by source documents, which provide evidence that the transaction occurred. These documents ensure accuracy and accountability. For an example, which is receipts, invoice, payment vouchers, bank statements. Now let's moving forward to number 3, which is journalizing. After identifying the transaction, it is recorded in the general journal using the double entry system, where every transaction affects at least 2 accounts with equal debit and credit amounts. What the purpose of the journalizing? The purpose is to maintain balance the accounting equation. Now guys, let's moving forward to number 4, which is ledger. The journal entries are then posted to the general ledger, where transactions are classified into individual accounts such as cash, accounts receivable, expenses, and also revenue. And the purpose is to determine account balance and to track changes in each account over time. And the number 5 is preparation of trial balance. At the end of the accounting period, a trial balance is prepared to check the mathematical accuracy of the ledger. The total debits must be equal with total credits. And the purpose is to detect recording or posting error and also to ensure accuracy before financial statements are prepared. The number 6 is adjusting entries. Adjusting entries are made to ensure revenues and expenses are recorded in the correct accounting period in accordance with the accrual basic of accounting. For an example, which is accrued expenses, prepaid expenses, depreciation, and the lastly is preparation of financial statements. Finally, financial statements are prepared using the adjusted trial balance, which is the main is the statement of profit or loss, statement of financial position, and also statement of cash flow. So guys, for the conclusion is the recording process of the business ensures that all financial transactions are accurately recorded, properly classified, and also systematically summarized. This process provides reliable financial information for management, investor, and other stakeholders to evaluate the business performance and also financial positions.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amir Khalili bin Muhammad Yatim. My matric number is 2025-529-1157. Okay, after my teammate explained the recording process by Osho Korean Restaurant, now my turn to explain what is the strength and weakness of this restaurant process, recording process. Okay, the first thing I will explain is the strength of a recording process. Okay, the strength of recording process at Osho Korean Restaurant is clear and systematic because the process starts with the identifying daily transaction such as cash received from customer and payment for expenses. Okay, this transaction are recorded in the journal and then posted to the ledger, and then they will prepare the trial balance and financial statement. Okay, the strength number 2 that our group identify in this recording transaction is they use the proper document such as receipt, invoice, payment voucher, and bank statements. Okay, actually this source of document support each transaction and make the records more reliable, especially important for a partnership business. Okay, this recording process actually really helps the partnership to control the expenses effectively, and they will monitor the income they get every day. Okay, so by recording expenses and sales properly, the partners can be better control cost and manage cash flow for the restaurant every day. Okay, now I will move to the weakness part of this recording transaction at Osho Korean Restaurant. Okay, one of the weakness of this recording process is a risk human error. Actually, if the recordings are kept manually, mistake can happen when during busy business hours, which can affect the accuracy of financial recording. Okay, another weakness that I find in this recording transaction process is process can be time consuming, as the restaurant handles many daily transactions that they need to be recorded. So maybe can happen a mistake in recording process. Okay, the recording process also depends on original source document, complete source document. So sometimes the complete documents such as a receipt, cash invoice can missing and lead to incomplete record. Lastly, some part of recording process such as adjusting entries, they require basic knowledge about accounting. So an error may happen if this knowledge is lacking of the staff. Okay, in conclusion, the recording process at Oysho Korean Restaurant helps maintain organized financial records, but if they're using accounting software, it could improve the efficiency and reduce errors in the future that may happen by the staff. Okay, thank you for your attention. That's all about the strength and weakness from the transaction recording process at Oysho Korean Restaurant. Thank you. Okay, in conclusion, this presentation has provided an overview of the business background, characteristic and classification of business items for Oysho Korean Restaurant. Okay, these elements reflect the nature of the business operations and form the foundation for an effective accounting recording process. So that's all from us. Thank you for your attention.